Hi students, welcome to chemistry online classes. In the previous class I discussed about the chemical equilibrium part. Now in this chemical equilibrium part, one more small topic is, this is not small, actually very big, that is ionic equilibrium. Ionic equilibrium means, consider this is A, B unionized form, then ionize into A plus aqueous, B minus aqueous. Now this ionized form, this is ionized meaning what is it? Ions are separated from a neutral molecule. Dissociation meaning what is that? Separation of ion from a solid substance. Look like both are same, but dissociation and this ionization having a small difference. This is from a neutral molecule we are separating into ion, but dissociation is from a solid substance we are separating the ion. So these are the both are look like the same. That's why frequently sometimes we are using dissociation also, ionization also. There is no separation we are taking account into the calculation, but actually these are having some difference. Okay, so ions are equilibrium with unionized form, that is called ionic equilibrium. So once again I am telling that what is the ionic equilibrium. These ions are equilibrium with the undissociated or unionized form. Ions are equilibrium with unionized or dissociated form is called ionic equilibrium. Before going to discuss this ionic equilibrium, you should know that what is the electrolyte. Electrolyte means the substance which conducts electricity in aqueous solution. AQ means aqueous, you write complete aqueous solution. That is called electrolyte. Example: acids, bases, salts. These are the examples. In that, again, what are the acids? Some example: HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 in aqueous solution, AQ. Base NaOH aqueous and KOH aqueous. These are electrolyte. Salt, NaCl aqueous, like this, these are act as electrolyte. Actually this solid NaCl is do not act as a good conductor. When they take salt and pass the current, then do not allow it, but don't do at home, because in your hand some moisture will be there, that gives you some moisture to this NaCl, then it convert into aqueous, then current may pass. Actually a perfect without water, it means moisture free NaCl act as a bad conductor, but aqueous solution act as a which one? Good conductor. So this is electrolyte. These electrolytes are again strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. So electrolytes are two types. One is strong electrolytes, another is weak electrolyte. What is a strong electrolyte? Nearly 100% ionized. or dissociated. Nearly 100%. We have to consider this is completely ionized, not exactly 100%, nearly 100% ionized. So this is called complete ionization or completely ionized. We have to consider this completely ionized, and their alpha value is what we call 1. Alpha is degree of dissociation or ionization. Degree of ionization or dissociation. Okay, so when it is completely ionized, degree of dissociation we have to consider 1. That are strong electrolytes. Example for this strong electrolytes: strong acid, SA means strong acid, SB strong bases, and some salts. NaCl is strong, good electrolyte, strong electrolyte, and KCl, Na2SO4, like this. These are strong electrolytes, strong bases, NaOH, KOH, and calcium hydroxide, like this. These are strong electrolytes. HCl, HBr, HI, H2SO4, HNO3, HClO4, these are all strong electrolytes. Second one, what is that? Weak electrolytes. Second one is weak. Don't write this weak. This is indicating Sunday, Monday, like this. So this is weak electrolyte. Weak electrolyte meaning what is that? Here 100% ionized mean here less than 5% ionized. How much ionized? Less than 5%. Here completely ionized mean here this is called incomplete ionization. Incomplete ionization you can write. Here alpha is less than 1. Degree of dissociation or degree of ionization less than 1. So these are example for this: weak acid, weak base, and salts are sparingly soluble salts. They are very rare. So there are some example: sparingly soluble salts. Okay. For example, here weak acid is organic acids are all weak acids. Formic acid, like this HCN, and keep in mind other than this all remaining are weak acid. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are strong acid, and strong bases are lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, rubidium hydroxide, and cesium hydroxide. This is rare cases we are considering, that's why we can eliminate. 1, 2, 3, 4, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, then calcium hydroxide and strontium hydroxide, like this. These are all strong bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these 6 are strong bases. Other than remaining all are weak. You have to remember this is very rank shortcut we can consider. This is very important, how to identify the strong acid, strong bases. These are only the strong acid, these are only the strong bases. Other than remaining anything even that you have to consider weak. So other than these are all weak. Now one example for weak base: ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is weak base. Ammonia also weak base. Any other amines also, organic bases, amines are all weak bases. Sparingly soluble salt, AgCl, like this. These are also very less soluble in water. That is also called less than 5% dissociate. Keep in mind all these are weak electrolyte. These are strong electrolyte. This is just how to consider their ionization. So you have to remember strong electrolyte alpha is nearly equal to 1, and here less than 1. And next, whatever the terms we discuss here, acid, base, salt. So in our daily life, these are very, very important: acids, base and salts. If these three topics, if you complete, then this ionic equilibrium part will be complete. So first I want to give difference: acid, base and salt. Acid having the sour taste. This is having bitter taste. This is salty taste. How to identify acid base means like this, but we know whatever the acid present in our laboratory we cannot test with we cannot taste, because that is very harmful. For example, soap is there, it means detergent. If you taste it, it having somewhat bitter nature and slippery nature also. This iron slippery nature means it slip like this. When you use a soap on your body or on clothes, then it will be compulsory slip down. Here acid having the taste, sour taste. For example, how we identify in your nature mean lemon and orange. These are having citric acid and ascorbic acid. In our stomach or gastric juice, nearly 1.2 to 1.5 liter per day released in our body. This is very strong gastric juice having which one? HCl. And next, how to identify if you are not taste the acid, then how to find out meaning? Then blue litmus turns to red. Here red litmus turns to which one? Blue. Here no, because that is neutral. Then sometimes students confuse which is in which color changed. So like this, remember rank shortcut, remember how to remember this: acid convert into which color, base convert into which color. bra. Blue litmus convert into red, that is called acid. Blue convert into red, that is acid. Its opposite, base. Red litmus convert to blue, that is base. So one remember mean another easy. So already you maybe know, but in case if you forget mean that purpose it is useful, which is which type color change. Okay. And for example, these bases are present in soap in the form of sodium carbonate, or what do you call, washing soda, that is. These are some examples. Salt having salty taste, there is no any other meaning for that. Example, NaCl, KCl like this, and Na2, SO4, all these are example. So we know the difference between the acid, base and salt. After knowing this, we have to discuss what is the definition of acid, what is the definition of base and salt. Actually this acid word comes from acidus, meaning sour nature in Latin language. Therefore these are called acid, that is a base. So now we will discuss about which one, what is the meaning of acid, what is the meaning of base and salt. So this classification, it means some theories are there to define the acid and base. In the first one, the first theory to define acid base is called Arrhenius theory. What do you call that? Is Arrhenius theory. Now, acid base theory. In that, the first one, acid base theory, is Arrhenius acid base theory. This is the first theory which explains the acid and base meaning. So what is the acid? The substance which produce, or the species which produce proton or H plus ion in aqueous solution. Aqueous solution, that is called acid. For example, this is HCl gas, this is water, then it is converted into H plus aqueous. 1 minute. Totally I want to write this is HCl aqueous only. HCl aqueous. Then this H plus aqueous, OH minus aqueous. So HCl is acid because according to this theory it produces the H plus aqueous. H2SO4 aqueous. According to this theory it is 2H plus aqueous and SO4 minus 2 aqueous. So this is also acid. Then base. Base meaning what is that? The species which produce. The species which produce OH minus ion in aqueous solution. That is called base. Now consider this is NaOH aqueous gives rise to Na plus aqueous and OH minus aqueous. This is called base. Similarly, KOH aqueous gives rise to K plus aqueous, OH minus aqueous. This is also base. Calcium hydroxide ionize into calcium plus 2 aqueous and 2OH minus aqueous. So this is also base. Now keep in mind the formed H plus, actually this is present in the water. Aqueous means what is it? Water. H plus ion is very unstable. H plus ion is very unstable. Therefore, it is not freely available in aqueous solution. Not freely available means it is in the form of combined form. How it is combined? H plus plus water. Water having how many lone pair? 2 lone pair. Then this will be form bond like this. Donate according to organic chemistry or chemical bonding chapter consider. Then you will know this is, and it form 2 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, total 3 hydrogen, H3O plus 1 lone pair. Like this form. So this is simply represented as in your textbook H2O taken N plus like this. Now if it is 1, n equal to 1, then H2O. 2 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen, 3, 1 oxygen plus plus. If it is H2O taken 2 and plus, then 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. Then H5O2 plus. If it is 3, 3 into 2, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Then H7O4, no, O. So this is 1 only. 3 mean 3, sorry. If it is 3, 3 oxygen, and 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7, like this, plus, plus. If it is 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 1, 9, H9O4 plus. Similarly, this OH minus ion also unstable. OH minus ion also unstable. When it is unstable, not freely exists. Therefore, keep in mind, like this, many forms are there for H plus ion, which is combined with water. So many forms are there, but frequently we are using H plus or H3O plus only we are using in any equation. So don't confuse, all we can use, but frequently you can use this one or this one also. Then you may ask, sir, already you told that H plus is unstable, but sometime for easy purpose this is good, therefore H plus also we can write, H2O plus also write, no problem. If you feel this unstable form in this stable form, you can write, no problem. And OH minus ion also, it is in the form of, so this is nothing but what you call, H plus is surrounded with the water molecule, then it is called solvation. If this solvation is water molecule, then it is called hydrated form. Which one this is? Hydrated form. Its H3O plus is known as a hydronium ion. What do you call this is? Hydronium ion, H3O plus. Now OH minus ion also unstable, therefore OH minus plus H2O, this is called solvation. Solvation mean what is that? Solvent molecule surrounded to this ion. If it is water, then this is called hydration or hydrated form. Then you will get OH minus and H2O taken N, like this form. Okay, if N is 1, if N equal to 1, then what we can write? N equal to 1, 1 into 2, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, hydrogens are 3, oxygens are 2, and this is minus. Now if it is 2, N equal to 2, then 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, H5, 2 oxygen and this one, 3 oxygen and minus. N equal to 3, then what we can get? 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7, then 7 oxygens are 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 minus. Like this it will be continue. So this is all, these are which one? Hydrated form. Hydrated form. This is all also which one? Hydrated form. It means water molecule surrendered to a particular positively charged ion and negatively charged ion. Okay, so you have to remember this form, 1, 2, 3 put, then you will get this type of molecule, ionic form. So we know now what is the acid, what is the base according to Arrhenius theory. Now neutralization reaction. Neutralization. According to this theory, what is called? Acid and base combine to form water. That is called neutralization reaction. For example, HCl aqueous, NaOH aqueous gives rise to NaCl salt aqueous and H2O water. So like this water formation is there, that is called neutralization reaction. Now according to this theory we know acid, base, neutralization reaction, but what is the limitation for this? Limitation means drawback. Limitation Limitation of Arrhenius theory. First one limitation is this theory applicable in aqueous solution only, other than any other solvent given me it is not applicable. Therefore this theory applicable only in aqueous solution. If any other solution given, do not applicable. Therefore it is one of the main drawback of this theory. Second one, it's this theory do not account the basicity of ammonia. Actually ammonia is base, but it do not explain the basic nature of ammonia according to this theory, because it do not produce the OH minus ion in aqueous solution. Therefore this is not the base according to this theory, it is base according to any other theory. So the next theory is Bronsted-Lowry theory. Second theory, when it is one limitation is there, then we have to go for next theory. The theory name is Bronsted-Lowry theory. According to this theory, and the second theory explain variety of species having the acid base concept explained by this theory only. This theory explained only in aqueous solution. So this theory applicable for many compound. It explains the many compound acidic basic nature. So first one, acid meaning what is that? According to this theory, proton mean H plus, donor is acid, proton donor is acid. Next, base meaning what is that? Proton, that is H plus, ion acceptor. Proton donor is acid, proton acceptor is base. Neutralization, I will give example later. Neutralization reaction. What is the neutralization reaction here? Transfer of proton from acid to base is called neutralization. Transfer of H plus ion from acid to base, that is called neutralization reaction. Example for this, consider here HCl aqueous and here this is water. Otherwise I want to remove this all the things, just I wanted HCl and H2O gives rise to, now which is proton donor? Already I told you that this is strong acid mean compulsory will donate the proton to this. Then this will be converted into one proton given to this mean already 2 plus 1 this 3 H3O plus. So already shown you that how it is converted here H3O plus hydronium ion. When it is H plus Cl minus, then it is Cl minus. Now keep in mind, proton donor is acid mean this is acid, proton acceptor is base, this is a base. For reverse reaction, this forward reaction, this acid, this is base. For backward reaction, this will be donate the proton to this, then it is converted to HCl. Proton donor is acid, this is proton acceptor, therefore it is base. But keep in mind, instead of writing acid, it is confusion purpose, we will get confusion. So always acid will give a conjugate base. This is conjugate base, you write complete word space not there here. Conjugate base, base will give a conjugate acid. Okay, so this is also acid, this is base, but conjugate acid, conjugate base. So what is a conjugate acid base? Again I will discuss, don't worry. So one more example is here, ammonia plus water gives rise to, here H plus given to this, therefore this will form NH4 plus and OH minus. Now which is given proton here? Water, therefore this is acid, this is accepted, therefore this is base. Now acid gives which one? Conjugate base, therefore it is conjugate base, this is conjugate acid. Now based on these two reaction, consider here H2O act as base, here H2O act as an acid, therefore H2O is amphoteric. H2O is amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric meaning what is that? Both nature, acid and base nature.